a perfect AM game, but there are some nice things, like Lash tends to just go straight through all of his mana, which leaves him as an exposed target for your ult. That's nice. You can also, of course, he's gonna go for Dominator and play the map a little bit earlier. I feel like the hero is in a decent spot, but I absolutely agree that this isn't like as good of a game as when he was playing versus Medusa, versus Medusa. So yeah, I'm actually liking this lineup of one win a little bit more. I think besides, like, if you put away the carries, I like Runa.
Su lechita y a dormir.
Five seconds remaining. Ban. Dire team turned to ban.
You know what?
Dire team. Dire
Yeah,
team.
you can't even finish your different level.
Dire team.
At a track.
Just let it
on.
Dire team ban.
Than it did in that last game.
There's nothing really, just glimpse, basically.
Yeah. I mean, you're not avoiding the stuns with Counterspell. It's Avalanche and Split Earth. Like, it's... If you could stick on the Leshrac, I feel like it's good. But that last anti-mage was the perfect anti-mage game.
Yeah.
So it's hard to beat.
Yep, this definitely isn't a perfect AM game, but there are some nice things, like Lash tends to just go straight through all of his mana, which leaves him as an exposed target for your ult. That's nice. You can also, of course, he's gonna go for Dominator and play the map a little bit earlier. I feel like the hero is in a decent spot, but I absolutely agree that this isn't like as good of a game as when he was playing versus Medusa, versus Medusa. So yeah, I'm actually liking this lineup of one win a little bit more. I think besides, like, if you put away the carries, I like Runa's team more, I think. Just like the teamfight combo from them is amazing, but I feel like Abaddon just throws a wrench into all of that. Like, you have this Abba that's gonna run up to you, and you're all committed on these big ultis like Macro Pyre, Sand King Gold. You know, like, you have a lot of circles on Runa Team, and Abaddon, he loves to run into those. Like, he
Anti-mage game where it's a late anti-mage game and you need to be doing a lot.
They want to fight into Jakiro.
Dual breath.
They're going on the wrong target though. It's a good dual breath, but going on Dawn this early on, if you checked the inventory as well, triple gauntlet, triple branch, like that's not a hero to go for, but they do weaken her a little bit, make the lane a little bit easier for yourself, of course.
Took out some mana.
Yep.
It's gonna be important resources, because if you can't get a Celestial Hammer out, if it's 100 mana, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he might need Arcane or Soul Ring. Most likely Soul Ring playing into AM. We'll see.
And they're gonna avalanche him and then go immediately to the Celestial Hammer. And Esphere, you know what's funny? I had a similar idea to what I had in my head. And he paid 75% of his health for it. And I almost feel not validated, but not as stupid. I was like, surely you just hit this Dawn so he doesn't have a way out with Celestial Hammer. But then you think about it, it's like, okay, cool, he doesn't have Celestial Hammer. You guys don't hit that hard, though. So, like, Dual Breath's only going to do so much in the beginning, and when he's out of mana anyway, your mana break's not going to feel as good. And with the 3 gauntlets that you mentioned, it's not an easy kill.
Just pay attention to the time as well. It's minute 1, and Dawnbreaker hits hard as in the early portions of the game, right? Because of the daylight and stuff, because of her Break of Dawn innate. So there's also that, and I have to say that dual breath on Jakiro level 1 is a mistake. Like, this is one of those things that you really don't want to do. I think he skilled it to try and get the first blood. But in general,
you see 3-hero stack and you just take it.
Yeah. But in general, it's not good because you're wasting your spells before you get Liquid Fire and Liquid Frost. When in fact, that's how you want to play level 1. It's just really strong. Like, you can bully heroes out if you have the. But at the same time, he's got Icebreaker, by the way. He doesn't have a Twin Terror, so his laning stage is not going to be as strong.
Interesting. We do have a Dota fact for you, as we will be looking at Haduro and Sweet and Strong were the only supports ranked in Europe's top 20 before the start of the Fissure universe. Runa's Team's 5 was ranked 17th in the latter, and OneDub's Team's 4 was ranked 19th.
So no rank 1s. Yeah.
No rank ones? Saying it plural? Like,
I mean, you can have rank 1 one day and, you know.
yeah.
Then another teammate takes over.
Oh, sorry. I'm currently taking that slot.
Yeah. Just saying, you know.
I spam Snap and Jakiro in my pull, but first blood on Nesfear, and this is what I'm talking about. It is not a safe anti-mage game.
Yeah, I honestly thought no matter what hero they pick on a position 1, the Jakiro plus that hero should be able to do well, but this ain't it. It's not working out for them just yet, at least. And maybe it will improve once he gets the Helm of Iron Will, but yeah, usually you want to have a really good lane with AM. That's when the hero is picked, at least in the last couple of months. If he's picked, he has a good lane and overall a good reason why he's picked.
Now he's got the Helm of the Iron Will flying out. And you can see top. This is what we're talking about with Snapfire. Just you start with a little Shredder, you go to Scatter Blast, full bore. I've been, you know, in a bit of a weird way with my sleep schedule, but I do want to try. I feel like Snap and Jakiro are just MMR gainers right now.
Maybe both are good for sure. Jakiro is very easy. No, not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I don't see like a hero, maybe Lesh on mid. Besides that, like, I don't see a hero that's just easy MMR, and I have an eye for that, you know, getting to rank 1 and stuff, being high MMR for a long time. It was mostly due to abusing strong heroes, you know? So,
and playing Harmonica, that was part of you getting rank 1.
That helped. But yeah, I'm trying to right now I'm playing pubs and I'm trying to figure out what, and I'm just not inspired. I don't see a hero that just changes things so massively. Alberca and bot lane, by the way.
Yeah, bot lane
is dying.
Yeah, this is crazy, and I'm not sure if we're gonna get a replay on it.
Oh, that double camera.
I cannot believe the move that Anti-Mage just made.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's
He blinked into that, and like I said, this is not a safe, like, counterspell doesn't do much for you, and you're jumping in, Avalanche, Celestial Hammer, Starbreaker, you're dead. Like, you have 800 health, you're an anti-mage.
Snap. He's pretty dead as well.
Oh yeah, this is really looking good for OneDub.
5-0 so far. Yeah, like you said about AM, I think one really good thing for 1W versus him is they just hit hard. The right clicks are so good, you know, they didn't even need mana. It's just like 72 damage from Tiny on the right click, 76 on the Dawnbreaker. If you go on them and try to trade, like, it's not gonna work, especially when Jakiro has used up all of his spells.
The idea is that they want to drain these heroes of their mana so the lane feels a little bit safer, but you have to survive that move.
Maybe he was betting on Iron Will as well, doing a bit more than it did. But these lanes have been terrible for them, yeah, so far.
Clash leading the charge. Sand King's doing well in terms of CS, but it is 5-0. And
Those
early
middle
kills, yes,
towers
they
shouldn't have to
matter.
take this abuse.
We've seen it where carries are 3-0-0 and their timings are a little bit quicker. I would say right now it feels pretty okay, but this is going to be another good kill for the side of 1W. And honestly, this is with the Dawnbreaker, like I said, early kill.
It's pre-7.
Already level
Radiant's
6.
top tower deserves
Yeah,
just as
exactly.
much help as bottom.
They want to steal
Reading the
the.
lines.
This is not gonna work.
Not
They're
an
not
easy
gonna steal
fight
it.
for them.
Radiant's top tower.
It is no mana, but you can't commit to this. They have Avalanche, and you just blinked back into it.
Radiant's
Good ice pack, but I don't think that saves him.
No, it at least saves the anti-mage.
How easy it is for me to stop you.
This is not the Runa I've come to expect. And I know we've only been casting 2 days, but they came out of the gate so strong that I'm almost like shocked at the way the game's going.
Yeah, just a lot of mistakes. They're committing on mid lane now with 2 supports. They want to maybe try and pressure the Lash, but it's just gonna get gone on instead.
And it's gonna be 8-0. And by the way, this is no disrespect to 1Dub. I'm not saying, oh, you know, I wasn't expecting them to play well. It's more just based on Runa's previous performances.
Well, we only saw 4 games, like you said. You know, like they looked good. Yeah, small sample size. That's the interesting thing about Dota. Like, you can look like a tier 1 team against. Oh, mid lane, epicenter.
Epicenter Burrow Strike. You get the scatter blast with a full bore, but you just die. Yeah, you get Squad X, and you kill the track. That feels kind of nice. But you did just lose the Sand King, and you lost the Sand King first.
Yep.
And he's gonna get the courier. Oh my god.
Yeah, they lost the SK. They gave away a lot of experience. Yeah, not amazing, not amazing. At least Snap is 6. I feel like he's the one that really enjoyed the solo kill on Lash. Got a lot of XP out of it. That's something. You know. Meanwhile, Jakiro level 4. For now.
Not even that far out of hand. Like, everything's honestly relatively fine. You look at the net worth, it really doesn't feel that bad. Like, maybe this is all just an overreaction.
Yeah, it seems that way for sure.
Which is crazy, because like 10-2, I feel like you should be a little bit more hurt. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but why it's not the way you think it should be is because of the stacks. Like, they had triangle stacks and they had like some other jungle stacks that they were taking.
Right.
So that helped out quite a bit. Meanwhile, on the other side, the triangle was not stacked at all. The right side of the map was not stacked at all. They're not making anything.
Yeah, not the biggest stack taking offlaner, but you know, you and your friends can stack up to join us in the beautiful Belgrade, Serbia, as you come to the Sava Center October 31st to November 2nd. Buy single day or 3-day tickets. Join us at FISSURE Playground, and that's during Halloween, so get your costume on, get your cosplay going. Join us, and exclamation point ticket in the chat. Meanwhile, if you've been watching, you're ticketing this game. Oh god, I remember back in the day, guys. You had to buy tickets in game.
Smoke down
watch
pot.
them. Those were the days.
Those days were kind of cool, I have to say. Like, even you
tickets in your profile.
Exactly, you could watch some tournaments just by being in a party with someone that has a ticket.
Avalanche toss and a attempt to leave with a Snapfire. That's also 100 plus gold there for Squad X on the dominated creep, and the TP will be successful from AM.
Yeah, no glimpse this time. The same combo of heroes was played last night, if you remember. Like Disruptor and Abba. Fly played Disruptor, and they kind of dominated with this combination. It just feels really nice to play this hero at the moment. You go through a twin gate, you glimpse a carry, especially when your carry is an Abaddon as well and is running at everyone. Like, you're the one chasing, and that's where Disruptor feels really good. Disruptor sucks when he's the one being chased, but if he's on the offense, it's good.
They'll try for the Lestrak, and they got the Burrow Strike Macro Pyre, Mortimer's Kisses, and the Solar Guardian attempt into the Macro Pyre. Dawnbreaker, what have you done? Oh no.
They need the Ags and they need the Pipe. Like, they need these two items on Dawn. And I feel like it's a nice attempt to try and save someone, but it's just not gonna happen. There's just way too much damage. These two heroes, I mean, Sand King on top as well, but Mortimer's Kiss is 1600, Jakiro as well, dealing about 1000.
Someone better help.
You're not saving anyone for now. Well, yeah, kinda.
Initially, just for the Leshrac, it's an overcommitment in my eyes. But once the Dawn jumps in, and you're using all those spells, and you jump into Macro Pyre and Kisses, then it's a fine commitment, and Mars easily dispatched by Squadix and the team.
Yep. What's cool is that you are aware that they're gonna go with Dawn and try and save the Lesh, right? So you kind of have to overcommit because of that.
Right. That's a good point.
They have a blink on Lesh, and they just killed Mars, but the map has opened up with this blink quite heavily. What they could do as well is maybe give some space to Tiny to find his blink, and then they're completely activated. But even without it, I think they can make space on the map now.
Top tower has fallen.
Anti-Mage going Battle Fury after that, Helm of the Dominator, and Treads, so completes the full Treads. Also picked up a Chip Vest.
Dawn getting baited by the creep.
Burrow Strike and the little Shredder. It is going to be a Blood Grenade and enough damage to get the kill, but they lose Nikki Cool. The Static Storm was placed down. Squadix kills Queasy. It's a 2-for-1 that they weren't looking to trade, and the chase is on from Nesfear to try and get Kasane. They just don't have the grip on him to get that kill.
Yeah, they're setting a trap with Lesh and Tiny. Yeah, they're gonna get him. But they're setting up a trap.
Yeah.
You see the Tiny and Lesh, where they're sitting. If anyone comes close, he dies. For now, it's not gonna happen, it seems like.
They're wise to it. I don't know if this is happening for you, by the way, completely random top zero filter thought here. But you know the hold on. Well, Avalanche is done. They get the kill on the Jakir. This is what they wanted. They just nobody had to come up the steps for it. They're gonna try and go over mid. Kill this Abaddon, but there's the Solar Guardian of the borrowed time. They blinked in, they looked for the spear. The Burrow Strike only hits one. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses to try and get a kill here, but they don't have the completed control. Although, will it matter? Nah.
Glimpse.
They tried, and Ozum's back out. Burka. Good spear. This might be enough to survive, but the toss over will get the kill onto this Mars and confirm it. Still want more. Blink in and the stun, but the Burrow Strike for Nikki Cool. But now it's just Nikki Cool.
AM is coming, and he has Mana Void on Lesh. It was kind of low mana.
Burrow Strike, blink in. Can you just throw it? You do. Ooh, good damage, but not enough yet.
There's no way. That's so sad. He needed an extra right click, but he probably couldn't get it. He'd get disrupted. He literally needed one more right click, and the Mana Void probably kills at least one hero. Yeah,
feels bad.
Unlucky. What's your unfiltered thought, by the way? I'm still waiting.
It's as we watch this replay, I don't know if you're continuing. In my head, every time I read Nikki Cool's name, I'm thinking of the song Ra Ra Rasputin. And because I feel like I hear, come on, Nikki Cool. Ra Ra Rasputin. You know? I don't know if that's in your head, but that's you know, yeah, see, now it's gonna be in your head forever, and you're gonna think Nikki Cool is the beginning of that song. Glimpse back, and that
it's Daddy Cool though, right?
What?
It's Daddy Cool, right? No?
I think so. But it sounds, but it makes me think of Nikki Cool every time I say it.
He's just a cool bloke, you know. He's just a chill, cool guy. Nikki is just a
2 and 3 already, man.
This hero always has a good time. I can't remember the last time I like. That's the one when I said I think can actually carry you games and win you MMR. Like the one hero that feels kinda. The only problem is he doesn't take objectives anymore because of misanthropy, but he's in a pretty good spot to kill everything else though.
which I guess in turn can help you take objectives if you're getting kills, but you could still see the mid tier 1 is up. Like if you're getting good fights like the way they have, obviously that's not just on the track, but yeah, the misanthropy, it's definitely not as easy. Battle Fury 17 minutes, so Dom Battle Fury, not bad timing. But this is still, what's crazy to me is this still is not that bad of a position for Runa.
Dire's middle tower just went
Granted,
down.
there is a Radiance on the Abaddon. Like, Abba's in a good spot.
Yeah, this is a sort of a game that might go real bad real quick for them. Because everyone on one win is more or less ready to fight. Meanwhile, you've got a couple of heroes on the other side that
cracks in Dire's top tower?
need some time and space. On the upside, though, just the way the heroes work on Radiant, you can take team fights. You know, Mars, mid, he has Blink. He gets away. There's a glimpse, though.
Shakiro would love to step up and just grab this board, but
He has to be baiting, right?
That's what you'd think, but the static storm, well done. And that's going to be Solar Guardian Avalanche. And 3 kills right there for the side of 1dub.
You gotta tip your disruptor. Come on, guys. What the hell? No tips?
No tips, wins that fight. Or even to the Dawn. Ags just drops in.
Dude, like the fact that he used Static Storm that quickly, there was no arena. That's the reason why they won that fight so heavily. Like Mars jumps in, but there's a Static Storm, so he can't arena. Just look at, he's pitch perfect on Disruptor. Just look at this. So many players was just look. He literally mid swing he stops the arena animation.
Disruptor feels like another one of those. If you're good at placing your spells, that's an MMR juicer as well.
He is definitely an impactful hero, for sure. One way or another.
Either you hit your spell and you're great, or you miss your spell and you're worthless.
It's a nice +1 hero. You know, people in pubs are very reckless at some MMR, and a glimpse just punishes them even more for that. Especially, you can grieve people as well by glimpsing them back to the fountain. That's always a classic.
Oh, he TP'd in alone. Oh, glimpse. And then you don't kill him.
It doesn't matter. Still a classic, you know, getting someone back. How's this boy doing? Our boy on AM.
Dire's bottom tower
okay. Now the net worth looks a little bit more rough, but the net worth overall for Anti-Mage looks decent. Wants that Manta style, but using this Battle Fury, using this double farm item combo of the of the Dominator and Battle Fury to get some gold under his belt. By the way, if you look around the map for Kasane's wards, they are of the glitched variety. They're pretty cool.
Got the fiery ones, right?
If they're on fire. See those? I had to say something.
Oh, they're good. They're good. They look nice.
They're also good, well placed on the map. Like, they've got some really good vision right now. You know that you're going to be by the shrine at the 21-minute mark. You placed that ward recently, so you have vision there. You've got that outside Roche. That's a good ward. That weird, like, little spot by the pit. Deep vision that was placed by Sweden Strong. Like, they have really good vision on the die right now.
They want a dev top as well. It seems like all 3 of them are going through the twin gates. There's a smoke on SK which is running out, so he might not even notice.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is a huge fight happening on top lane now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Courier's coming over. This might expose their entire plans. Rose Strike, Static Storm, and that time is not that well placed. Ice Path in a little bit of a choke point, but now they're going to go and try and get the Jakiro. Macropyre laid down. Squadex, where is the help for the Jakiro? It doesn't look like it's coming just yet, but they go to the arena. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses laid down on the Sweet and Strong as well as Kasane. That should be 2 at least for them. Nobody else is here from the side of 1W yet, but you do have Abaddon running up towards top, and the rest of the team nowhere to be found. But maybe they just make that jump in with the Solar Guardian, and then they can just run at these heroes. But a good spear thrown at Makushi, and he is pushed away, and they don't commit to that.
He doesn't have Blink yet. That's what's hurting them, kinda, I think. Like, he's not as mobile. But they want to fight. They have a BKB on Lash. Like, this is a must when you're playing into all of these heroes, specifically AM, of course, but not only him. All of the magic damage that's coming from everyone on their side. So BKB Lash should be leading the charge now once again. I have to comment, by the way, just Jakiro. Like, even though he's been feeding, he's 1-6. Every fight that started off by him baiting. Like, he knows his job very nicely, very well. Bot lane.
Cool. Taking a lot of damage. Bro strike the other way, but the BKB and the kill there for Squadex. Keeping this net worth lead at 5,000.
You're gonna find AM. They have
Yeah,
glimpse.
he pops the counter spell. Try and make sure that he can get away.
Oh, glimpse, glimpse. Yeah, he's
Counter spell
glimpsed.
level 4, but there's the glimpse, and there's the Solar Guardian. That is a dead anti-mage.
Radiant's middle tower.
4 heroes just chasing along, going for the AM, and he's dead for 50 seconds. I was going to say, Anti-Mage is still in a good spot to kind of defend this game, but unfortunately,
Radiant's middle
he ended up
tower
dying,
could use
and
some
this is
help.
opportunity for 1W to kind of tighten the map and take a bigger lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say as well that that's a very cheap way of getting him. You know, not even a static storm is used. Just the fact how they got him, how they killed him.
Are those cracks in
he
Dire's
was
top tower?
just caught out of position, and that's it. Because right now, when you look at one win, catching game is not that easy if he plays his cards right.
Radiant's bottom tower is no more. Dire's top tower is under attack.
1 dub, and they're
beating
gonna
on Dire's top
into
tower.
Roche.
Yep. They just have all the items now. The BKB is done together with Kaya and Sanj on Lash. You have a Blink now as well on Abaddon with Manta, with Radiance, and Dawnbreaker, most importantly, I think, has Axe plus Pipe. Like, these 2 items just activated the whole team, because you can survive through the massive team fight of Runa.
Kasane's Woods again, just coming into play. Hasn't had vision of that ancient.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think Nezfir kind of aware of that ward, the wards that are in that area, and backed away because Sweet and Strong also placed the ward down bottom, and they've got that whole river just kind of clocked out. And he's going to come to the other side of the map and think he's safe, but they have vision here too. Like, this is a ward that is running out in the next 40 seconds, but still, you know, they have had vision of him from bottom to top.
Yeah, they have very good deep wards. Like, very, very good deep wards. This isn't something that you see all too often, but yeah. The vision game on both sides is actually good. Like, even when you look at the Radiant wards as well, like, they're giving a lot of aggressive info, which you need right now because your game is split push mid.
Heals, Solar Guardian, BKB, but Alberto's still gonna die.
It's a nice idea to use to dodge the Solar and then BKB, but it's too much
Dire's
damage.
courier got killed.
There's Edict after all, right? Like, it's gonna go straight through it.
This game is starting to feel like it is anti-mage against the world as they try to follow the movements of Lincoln, and they will get that kill onto the Sand King. You guys can follow the channel, !F in the chat. Follow us on all socials to get everything all Fissure Universes. Bottom lane, Nezfir blinks away, but the glimpse back into the static storm is complete. What do they have to follow it up? Celestial Hammer, still going to be silenced for a little bit longer. Starbreaker and the toss, the damage, the counterspell, the avalanche, the blink. But they have the Thunder Strike and the damage. Kasane getting credit for that kill on an Nezfir.
Yeah, another one that's kinda cheap, you know, not even with Solar Guardian. These three kill him off just by combining their spells to perfection. Like, no stuns where... if he wastes Toss at the same time, like Avalanche or something like that on Tiny, AM survives. Like, they needed to control him for the maximum duration, and they did.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Interesting move here from Nikki Tool. Heavy center
not gonna work.
The damage is just lacking completely, and they are going to lose two more heroes.
That honestly
38.
felt... Yeah, that felt a bit like... is there a glimpse? There is.
He's got BKB, also a cookie thrown out just in case, but
That felt like
so
tilt.
free to just pop a BKB.
No.
Or free to get a BKB popped is more so what I mean with Glimpse. It's one of the cheapest ways, in my opinion, to get a BKB out of somebody.
With the glimpse, yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
In terms of
could use
mana
some
cost and commitment.
Yeah, just 100 mana. The cooldown is low as well, 18 seconds, but you have to do it because the repositioning is too massive, so you have to pop the BKB. Yeah, I smell
Radiant's
tilt,
middle tower
or a
go?
little bit of it from Runa. Like, they're kind of broken apart. Like, this last fight, I get it, they wanted to fight around their ward. At the same time, like, if you don't have the arena, and these two supports, like, Sand King is not gonna do any damage. On his own, that is. Shakiro?
I mean, it feels like he's 2 items away from really doing a lot of damage here. And looks like Jakiro is going to end up dead to the Radiance Burn coming in from Makushi. And they're going to try and get a Mana Void out. They do get the kill on Kasane. And now they need to get this Abaddon. And Abaddon, borrowed time, it's free. So he just has to pop it. He's got 12 wand charges, but nobody else is here just yet. Now they come in. Ice Path back up higher. But the backup fire is burning him back up high. Ice Path still locks down onto 3 heroes. Netsphere has to leave, but they go to the Mortimer's Kisses. The damage isn't quite there. They will get the kill on the Queasy.
Abaddon
For a way back in. Abaddon's going to be hit with this Ice Path as well as the Burrow Strike Epicenter. They get the kill there on a Mankushi, but the one they need to worry about is this Lashrak. He's the one holding the biggest chunks of gold for them. Stun lands on the Jakiro, and he goes into the Glimmer Cape, so he will escape the vision from Squadix for a second.
Mana Void in 25.
Ice Path. And he go in. No mana left on Squadix. Sweet and Strong is there, though, ready to throw an Avalanche if need be.
Yeah, he wanted to go in, but there was no mana for 20. I'm not sure what happened to Abba. Actually, no idea. He just ran back into 3 of them and died. Like, literally, no ult, no blink, no BKB. He just fed. That's it. Like, he was
killable.
Yeah, they saved him. Like, you'll see here at the end of the fight, he leaves Jakiro to just die to the right click, but yeah, at the end of this fight, for some reason, Abba just goes back in, and it makes the fight a bit more even for Runa. Look, he's surviving because all of his team kind of connects, right? They save him. They toss themselves into the ice path and everything, but he goes out. They kind of... Yeah, he's in the river. And there he is. He just runs back in. It's like, I don't know why. Like, there was no reason. I think he probably thought that he's unkillable because his teammates are too strong, but he had no ult.
Now Anti-Mage has BKB. I will say this. If this game was a little bit closer, that 4-man Ice Path could have been a way more devastating.
Absolutely, because also it's a 4-man Ice Path with Icebreaker, right? Like, that extra duration on the stun is quite nice. Like, what's the... Max path duration is 5 seconds, and then on top of that you've got some secondary stun. 5.5 seconds. Yeah, that can hurt. He's got the perfect neutral, by the way, as well on Jakiro. He's got a Whisper of the Dread with the plus 100 GPM greedy on Jakiro, but I'm just not sure what the itemization is for him. Like, he's got the Glimmer and Arcanes. Sure, you
Axe?
I mean, that's a fever dream, but
3,000 gold away from it. How long does he have?
Yeah.
Usually with support GPMs, you're gonna need about 10 minutes here.
Well, he does have that plus 100 greedy. That might help, right? Like plus 100 greedy, and you get that Aghanim's, and you turn everything around.
Might help him make the wrong decision, is what you're getting at.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, is it really wrong? Like their team fight, like the Macropyre is a lot of damage, you know, with Ags as well. I mean, it's pure damage, by the way, so it goes through BKB and stuff. I'd like to see it, honestly.
I just don't know where he's getting this gold.
I don't know if the game is gonna last that long. That's the problem.
Well, you're guaranteed, I would say, at least 2 minutes-ish with Roche. We'll see what the timer ends up being. I'm going to say it's going to be about a minute 30. So that's 600 gold, maybe, for the Jakiro.
Beating on Dire's top tower.
But now, Nezfir, he is going to blink away. He's got more than enough space to get out of here. And it is a minute 30, so it will be a minute 30 on Roche. So you're guaranteed that time. If you can get a kill, which they're looking maybe to go for with this smoke, and you're boosting up in the gold a little bit, all of a sudden you've got about 2,500, and you're like, hey, this is a real pipe dream. I could potentially get myself an Aghanim Scepter. You get a kill or two, and you don't lose anything. One dub isn't going to push in on you. You may even get yourself Roche, so then you got another 5 minutes with an Aegis.
That's a beautiful story that you have just...
And none of it has happened because the smoke didn't get them anything.
At the same time, there's a refresher orb Dawnbreaker with the BKB, so you're gonna get like double Dawn ulti on top of you for sure. Swing tiny.
Heroes, you die though, you lose a lot of that gold, and then that progression's gone. Yeah, okay.
He lost 100.
Would have lost 100 gold. Yeah, not too bad.
The problem with Jakiro is this, like, the hero is ultra slow. Like, at every given point... he queues up Ags, by the way. He's not messing around. Mid lane?
Icky cool, BKB, but nowhere to go.
Are those cracks in
Just
Dire's
not able to survive at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure this game is gonna last long enough for him to get the Ags. Nikki cool, yeah. They're just finding these pickoffs so easily. Like, the Sand King has died a lot of times, yeah.
They keep trying to go for this Anti-Mage, and that's one of their saving graces right now, is the fact that there is a chase here for Anti-Mage and a blink, but Disruptor's nearby. All they gotta do is keep the vision on him. Uses that Helm of the Dominator, but quickly devoured by Squadix for an extra 100 gold, and they're right into Roche. Not a fight you can take, but you're trying to make time and you're trying to buy some space. Anti-Mage almost has an Eye of Scotty. He was going for Aghanims originally, but I almost want to say I like the Ags more with the idea that maybe they can't get that mana restoration.
Especially versus Lash. I think that's the idea as well. No, I agree. I like the Scuddy, I like the Ags. What I would like for him is to have both at this time of the game, but
I think the same thing.
He's 18k behind. He's fighting Lash though. He's got the BKB.
Not advised. Yeah, he used the BKB. Now he has the TP out to the refresher. Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't go in immediately. Jakiro's gonna die again. Back to 1900 gold.
Yeah, I feel like he needed to continue running on AM instead. Like the Blink was in a good position. Lash couldn't connect, but yeah, unfortunately, Dawn could. And this game, like, I'm kinda trying to find ways for them to come back, but if they continue using BKBs like this and getting picked off, I don't think it's possible for Runa. Like, it's also one win that are getting some massive items. Disruptor is 1,000 gold away from Ags. Like, you have a Bloodthorn on Abaddon. Yeah, this game is...
Or you take it the other way if it's played hot potato by the side of 1W.
Yeah. If this Lash goes in, loses all his mana, and he gets mana voided, I can see them losing a team fight. If that doesn't happen, I just don't see the way back in anymore.
You know, not for nothing, Leshrac has 1700 max mana, and the mana void would hurt. Dawn and Abaddon both are big mana void targets as well with their mana pools. So you could also look into that if you decide a Runa and you're looking for a target to mana void.
No, I agree. Absolutely, I just feel that you need to get through the Flash's mana ASAP, so he isn't killing everyone. You kinda gotta get on top of him. You also need a BKB on your Mars, and because he used it to TP out, it's still on 10-second cooldown, so you can't even defend. Even if you wanted to, you cannot.
Radiant structures have been snow
Skadi should be completed by him if he wants to buy it.
Zero just dead again. That Ags is never happening. Hasn't been able to really make progress on it. This top set of racks are going to go down. Anti-Mage, he's got to walk over to the secret shop to get his hands on this Aya Skadi, but it's going to make him pretty broke afterwards and won't have buyback. So you've lost just the top tier 3. Truthfully, not the worst thing in the world. That was not terrible.
No, it isn't. But they will reset and go again. That's the problem. It's not like, you know, they gave up on the push.
Looking at 23,000 net worth deficit here. Ags just about to be completed for Disruptor. Y'all thought I was going to say Jakiro.
There's a Hex as well that we just saw on Dawn.
Yeah, double Hex with the
Refresher. I think that's like kinda huge. And it could be just game winning. Because AM, he's reaching his critical mass. Like, this is where you want the hero to be. Maybe one more item, but you know, you beggars can't be choosers at this point of the game. He's 24k behind.
probably Ags, but we'll never get there. And then Blinky and the Avalanche toss into the Solar Guardian that jumped in. They've got this Hex onto the Anti-Mage. They haven't done quite a bit of damage to him yet. So we'll get Queasy Stack Storm's going to be placed out of the Hero. Should be dead again, but they go to the epicenter. Burrow Strike looking for the damage on Xane. Solar Guardian one more time. That's a double stun coming through. Nesfear with a BKB. They get the kill on Xane. They're going to look for more, but Nikki Cool inside the Sandstorm will eventually die.
A lot of buybacks.
Is down. What do they have? Mortimer's Kisses.
Oh,
yes,
kisses
they
are
do.
good.
They get that kill, but it's only the Aegis. They need to get this done. And that's who they're looking for. Anti-Mage helping out. They'll finally get Triple S. They'll take out the Mars. The Avalanche is there. They'll look for the stun, but the Manta dodge. They're trying to get away. Blink out. And this is not the worst fight here from the side of Runa. They just need to survive this point on.
It's not the worst,
Radiant's
but
middle tower has fallen.
let's see if they defend at
Radiant's
all.
top barracks
Because they could. They have a buyback on Mars as well. Like, they could perhaps go in and defend the top side. There's no ult on Abba yet.
Radiant's top barracks
Yep,
are under
yep.
attack.
That's definitely a problem. They're just giving it up.
Offset is fine. Burrow Strike, buyback. Mars needs to be here. Anti-Mage needs help. Cookie, and he's just taking too much damage. Committing to that is just a little bit too far, and they will lose everybody. GG is called, and one win will take game number 1.
I mean, in hindsight, when you look at it this way, it looked like a bad go, right? Like, they go in, they all die, like, they don't even defend topside, and they lose the game on spot. Tosses all of the
Big
Radiant
deficit.
team's turn.
have a
Radiant
disruptor
team-
with this
Dire
timber
team-
yet. That's your go-to. Whenever
Dire
there's like
team's
some
turn.
white combo.
Radiant
What
team-
Shadow
Dire
Demon?
team's turn to-
Still, or
Radiant
maybe even
team's-
better, forcing the
Radiant team's
timber.
turn. Choose your hero.
I think I like the first 2 days looking at these teams, like most teams in Fissure Universe 7, maybe I had a lot of questions about how they feel about the meta, but I think I have a good read now on them. Like you can see that the heroes are more or less very predictable. Yeah, they just got a co-op. Is it like the most perfect co-op game? It's not, but it's a good matchup into the Storm. Down the line, you are susceptible to use Spear or to Disruptor ult as well, but overall, it's I think out of all the options, it was probably the best one.
Okay, well, what are you thinking with Sven, Quap, Timber as the cores for 1W, and Gyro, Storm, Mars? Who are you, like, after game 1, are you still going to lean 1W, or is it, you know, Runa's back?
When I look at the Storm, I still feel that this is a free Storm game. So I'm gonna go with 1W because I think they are a better team. After looking at game number 1, I think they are just maybe at the moment a little bit in a better shape and form. But when I look at the Storm Spirit, I still feel that this is like a game where he should roll out of control and he should be the actual carry. Like you have the Gyro to soak, you know, just soak up some aggression, build some Ags BKB crit, stand there. Meanwhile, Storm can actually do the majority of the work comes late game.
Battle.
Okay, so we'll have to see how it goes going into game number 2. See if Runa are kind of on that same page that they were in game number 1, where they want to just fight, or if 1W, they're the ones who are going to take advantage of that aggression and turn it around, especially with the way that we saw maybe the anti-mage play. But I don't think it'll be similar play where Gyro ends up getting run at in the same style that we saw this this anti-mage kind of get shut down.
It's a really strong lane, like Gyro plus Disruptor, even into the Timber. You know, like Timber. I think this is a lane where you can go for a couple of Rocket Barrage levels as well.
30
Thunder
seconds
Strike,
to
Rocket
battle.
Barrage. You can always glimpse the Timber if he tries to run, and most importantly, like you cannot leave the Timber on his own in that kind of a lane. Like you kind of have to help him with the support. 2 very backliney supports on 1 win as well, but they have 3 frontlining cores, so it's doable.
Taking a look and
This
we'll
ain't no
see if there ends up
snowball
being a
fight.
fight for first blood. 2 bounty runes apiece, nothing crazy going on either side.
Yeah, Timber just broke the smoke on top and moved back, like he played it very carefully. You see what an aggressive dire ward this is, right next to his tier 1 tower on top as well. Probably just to make sure that they can get a couple of glimpses if they are... if they're punishing the Timber, they want to punish him to the end.
Would be pretty funny to get a couple of glimpses and a couple of these heroes back home or back to their lane if you want to play aggressive up towards top. If that ends up going down, we'll see how this goes, especially over mid. Nikki Cool not having the best first game. And he needs to be careful, you know, coming into game number 2 that he doesn't have really a repeat performance. But Queasy, there's a blood grenade down. And
He's got a Fairy
getting
Fire.
pretty low, but does have that Fairy Fire, like you mentioned.
Yeah, this lane is... I feel like any Warlock lane at this point is just dumb, you know? Like, you're 9 out of 10 times you're just not winning versus this sword. This time around he started with Shadow Word. Usually I see even Fatal Bonds, but yeah, this is completely fine too.
Nothing going on at all just yet. Just kind of waiting to see how it all goes down.
Yeah, there's a lot of kill potential on both sides, I would say. Like the bot lane is very fight heavy, top lane too. Sven is dropping low already, but there's a shadow word, you know, so I feel like this bot lane is more of a who goes first dies kind of a deal, you know.
We'll say it's a little bit interesting that they were able to survive with the shadow word, but we'll want to go back in, and that's the attempt here. Little Shredder scatter blast, and that will be first blood. At the same time, Nesfear gets a kill on to this shadow demon. They do get Alberca as a trade. Sane gets that and will give himself a big chunk of gold.
Yeah, it's just super fight heavy lanes on both sides. Like, they almost got the first blood on Shadow Demon, didn't happen, of course. Instead, it's on the bot lane. But as SD, generally a hero that plays this with Timber wants to, for the first couple of levels, creep skip, you know, maybe mess around the jungle a little bit. But as a Shadow Demon into Disruptor, that's not that easy to do. Mid lane so far, Quap, as expected, doing well. The lane is not the problem for her into Storm.
What's the clock going? 2-0-1. Depending on how this lane kind of continues, I wouldn't be surprised to see the 2-0-2. That damage and not really worried about having that blink, which probably leans more towards a 3-0-2 as well. Disruptor in trouble, trying to run from the Timber. Rocket Barrage staying within the creeps, though, making sure that some of that damage is soaked up. Eventually, that timing runs out. Doesn't matter. They got the kill on the Disruptor. And you go look at Nicky Cool over mid. He is just sitting, getting lower and lower as this Shadow Strike continues to be a big issue for him.
It will be through the lane. The Storm pickup, you know, like, usually you don't worry too much about the co-op, not because of the lane, but because of the way the game is played afterwards, where you have some significant advantages. But so far, yeah, he's been having it rough. This is not a great start. 10 denies and co-op almost.
Ooh, Nesfear. We needed to be careful up in that top lane. He's got 2 tangos more to his name. He's got 2 charges on that wand. Meanwhile, Queasy getting 2 couriers down bottom.
Did he little shredder them? Bam, bam, bam. He did.
Disruption. Not a lot of mana on the Timber Saw. He's got this Lotus now.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
That's some extra mana if he needs it. Yeah, taking a look at Nicky Cool is just being sent all the way back. And surprisingly, Squadix goes 2-1-2. So does go back for that blink. And Gyro under this tower, just not really able to feel safe at all. There's really a lot of pressure being put on by 1W again.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job between the SD and Timber on top. Like a really, really good job. I am a huge enjoyer of their combo that they're doing, like disruption into whirling that in the trees. And keep in mind that they have 2 percentage based spells, like they have Disseminate and they have Whirling Death. So like you just find yourself losing. Maybe you don't even lose that much HP in normal terms, but the percentage base is too much. So they right click you a couple of times and you're losing 120 damage per right click. HP, I should say.
Things get closer to 7 minutes. Squadix just has a free lane, by the way. Nothing that this Storm can really do. Got Spear back, misses the tree, but not looking like it's gonna matter.
Oh, the creeps.
Oh, yeah. That's rough. Rough and rude, honestly. And that all stems from the fact that he missed the trees on that spear.
And the Skellies got nerfed even. Like, those Skellies are nerfed, but they still deal enough damage.
I was gonna
nice
say,
play.
Nerf him again.
Yeah. They are really protecting this Cartier mid lane. They want to make sure that the tower is taken. Shadow Word as well on Quap. And that's so sad for the Storm, because that's exactly how much experience he needs for level 6. He just needed that Carti and that's it. Instead, he's gonna get gone on under the tier 2.
Yeah,
He might even die.
They've got Sonic Wave and they will land it, but gets to level 6 just in time.
It was very unfortunate up to that point, but a very fortunate level 6 ding. Right there to save him, move him out of the Sonic Wave.
Getting to that level 6, saving his life, maybe even saving his game a little bit. Pop now, no Sonic Wave. Not sure it'll matter though, but towards bottom. Fatal Bonds maybe means Quap can find a way to help out and come into this fight. Do some heavy damage. Stormhammer, the spin is low, but there's the scream. They go to the Shadow Strike. They've got one. They might get two. This Mars is in pretty far, but has to run all the way back. Spear and Squatic's not a lot of mana, but he will end up still dying. Burka loses life. Sweet and Strong, who's got himself a double kill.
It was a cool idea to rotate the Gyro down bottom and try to make a move with your carry on their carry, but I feel like Gyro until level 6 truly isn't that guy. Some heroes are. Top lane though, Timber.
Back an attempt here. Nicky Pool coming over. Ball Lightning and we need a little bit more. They've got the Vortex, the Cookie, and the kill. And Espear's going to get the killing spree, so he's having a good game. Definitely somebody you want to excel out there.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower.
with this level 6 now, maybe you can even go down bottom through the Twin Gate once the arena is up and combo these two heroes, because Gyro, I just love the amount of damage that this hero deals early on just by spells, like even without any items. So you can combo that up, maybe free up the tower. On top lane, you're just gonna get murdered by Timber plus SD combo.
Yeah, it's not a fun combo to deal with. Really unfortunate overall.
They're going on him.
The disruption.
There you go.
And they're going to try and make a move. Chaotic Offering even laid down. All down used. Spear trying to heal through it all, but not going to have nearly enough damage or life to survive this.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, but it was also very... I would say this kind of a move from one who was kind of telegraphed. That Gyro is gonna get gone on even before they all TP top. That's the time for you to move through the Twin Gates. The laning stage is over.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Kind of felt expected.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
This is again kind of leaning the way
Radiant's bottom tower's got
towards
problems.
a 1W advantage at the midway point.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Really done well to just kind of solidify their foothold and sit comfortably in a lead. And you could sit comfortably in the Saba Center. Join us for the FISSURE Playground event, October 31st to November 2nd in beautiful Serbia in Belgrade. Your ticket by putting an exclamation point ticket into the chat. You can find single day or 3-day passes available. Triple S just doing his thing. Twisted Chakram has himself top of the net worth. He is only 111. Top of the net worth.
Yep. So far he's having a really good game. He's buying a pipe first, so bringing some utility to his team, which is desperately needed. Even I swear to you, like, I see this snap and I just want to buy a pipe to Glimmer anything. Like that hero alone forces me into, if I'm a course on offlane, that is. But they are smoking up, maybe trying to punish him before he reaches that. Not really sure what the smoke is. Is this like a twin gate play? I feel like you show the gyro and then you twin gate through with the smoke. Bottom lane though, Mars is gonna die.
Burka, yeah, Mars. Oh, I failed you. Oh, for maybe a second he survives. but they had more than enough the follow-up.
Dude, this is like a journey around the world, around the globe, by these two supports.
Dire's
The
bottom
sequel to that
tower is
famous
under
Daft
attack.
Punk song. Corruption, Nikki Cool, all lightning, but they do have chaotic offering. You need to be careful about how you place yourself into the static storm.
Low mana on Storm.
Now, Storm in some trouble. Stormhammer comes in. Sweet and Strong is going to be traded out for Nikki Cool. That's a trade they'll take any day of the week.
That's also without Mortimer's Kisses. Like, they just don't have the speed without it. And also even just fighting there kind of felt off, you know, like you're fighting for two supports. You don't see anyone else.
Radiant's bottom tower
Like 9 out of 10 times you will be punished. There's a tier 1 tower right next to it as well. And now this same Warlock is taking your stacks in the jungle with the Golem. One of the very, very nice things that this hero brings. And like an adaptation that a lot of players have made with the Golem. Oh, Glimpse.
Back, kinetic fields. Storm going in.
And he's fine with this.
Dire's middle
He
tower.
literally took 2 hard camps and almost a full stack of Ancients, like a double stack. He's absolutely fine with this, even if he dies. He didn't really have to be there, like he could have moved back a bit sooner, but yeah. It's what it is. Blink Dagger on Mars completed, by the way.
Yeah, he got that kill and completed that Blink Dagger. He was happy.
I gotta say one thing about Runa, like they struggle to find ways of making a play without that one crucial item, and that's something that's I think that One Win are doing very well so far, making things happen out of nothing just by being in the right position at the right time. But maybe this is a good fight. Let's see. Blink on Mars.
Gotta find somebody.
Yeah, Triangle would be good. Like if you could find Swen, he's stacking for himself right now.
So they go to the Queen of Pain. They've got the Static Storm. Lay that down and get an easy kill. I was worried about maybe
Radiant have
Pop getting out, but with that Static Storm, that's not going to happen.
Radiant's middle tower is under
He was positioned.
He uses Haste Ring to go grab the shrine.
He was positioned nicely. Like that Queen of Pain was sitting behind the tier 1 tower, hiding in the trees for the longest time. So you can't really fault him for showing himself for a little second and breaking that smoke. It was either him or Sven that died. One of them was gonna fall.
I pick up for Storm. Kushi gonna be picking up the Echo Saber, and he's got himself at level 10. Same amount of experience between him and the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile,
Nice TP.
Gyro, by the way, we've seen it sometimes, but it's Gyro going
not much good's happening to
in the
Radiant's bottom
Chrysalis
tower.
first.
Yeah, he went crit first. This isn't anything new.
Radiant's bottom tower
No, I know.
is
I'm just
falling.
saying, you know, sometimes we see that Ags, sometimes we see that Chrysalis. Although sometimes we see that Ags, and then Gyro's so far behind, they don't even get that Chrysalis.
Yeah, the BKB sometimes is just necessary immediately after. I still feel that One Win, even though they're only 1k ahead, they're finding a little bit more out of the map. They are chasing up top now. Disruptor is in a good position to break any aggression though. So Gyro should be safe, I think. And I love to see this, by the way. I love the way the Disruptor is playing. If you aren't making a move on the map, as a support, you just need to be a body for one of your cores.
See if they smoke up after clearing this creep wave. They're grouped over mid, but elected against it for now. They're grouped up over towards the top lane too here for the side of One Win.
Yeah, both teams are in some status quo right now, just waiting for a couple of items. Both carries as well need that one big oomph item. Sven, actually, not only one, he's going for Echo Saber, but he needs like a Blink BKB until he's truly ready to take action.
This is really good for the Gyro too, not forced into these bad fights or fights where he needs to be
Mars.
fighting, because he can go for the Ags and Burka. It's fine. You know, he's not forced into a BKB, and he's going to feel comfortable coming in with an Ags Chrysalis eventually. And if all things kind of stay the same, he'll be coming in with that BKB as well, and not that too far of a future.
Yeah, the BKBs are good. There are some BKB piercing abilities on the other side. Both ults on the supports go through BKB, so the mini stun is there, and the slow, of course, from Purge, from Demonic Purge is nice.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Thanks.
So gotta be careful. Yeah.
Dire's
They
bottom
smoked
tower
for this
needs
on
some
one
help.
win, and they didn't find anything over bottom. They didn't smoke for this on Runa,
Dire's
but they
bottom
still don't
tower
find
is
anything
shattered
because,
into little pieces.
unknown to
Radiant's
them,
middle tower
the team is
under
over
attack.
bottom. And Sven made the move towards bottom afterwards. He had moved into the outer parts of the jungle to make sure that he wasn't going to get caught.
Next time chat spams different languages to Purge, you know, gracias,
Dire's bottom tower is being
Purge,
chipped away.
spasiba Purge, Yaku Purge. You should put in
Radiant's top tower
some
deserves
demonic
just as
language
much help
into
as Bob.
thank you
Dire's
Purge, you know,
bottom tower is under
Flash Purge.
Look to go and get the kill on to
He's out though.
It's a little
Radiant's top
weird.
tower is under attack.
So no Arena. Glimpse back onto the timber. This Chakram's going to fly all the way back, and they just don't quite have the damage there
Radiant's
or the
top
control
tower
in that
has looked
exchange.
better.
Two Vags now available on the Gyrocopter. Now he's going to be looking towards getting this BKB, I would assume. And Sven closing in on that Blink Dagger. Things staying very quiet. It's been 7-7 for a while.
Just a lucky number 7 for both of these teams. Don't want to lose it, but they are trying, and they might get a snap here down bottom.
Dire's bottom
It's a good
tower
kill.
needs some help.
Very deep that they had to run to get the snap kill, but they do get it in the end. Good lane.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
He's very tanky with his Shadow Word, just not tanky enough with the extra health.
I wonder if he dropped the golem. Would that make Quap drop her circle as well? Because she's going in now anyway.
Lose the Disruptor, and I said it was 7-7 for the longest time. They heard me, and they get these kills around the map.
You know what the difference between game 1 and game 2 is? Like, when it comes to supports, there are no real playmaking supports. Like, these supports on both sides need someone to set things up for them. They need heroes to go in first. Like, on one side you have Warlock, Shadow Demon. Sure, disruption can sometimes be the driving force, but it truly isn't, you know, generally speaking. And on the other side, Glimpse, yes, but you need someone to go in. And cores on both sides are just like farming. They're chilling. There's a BKB on Mars though, so this might be the inflection point.
God Strength was used, 20 minutes. They've got Torm to potentially do, but they've got the scan. They're going to smoke on the side of one win. Nicky Cool leading the charge, ball lining out of the back. Lines Mortimer's Kisses, Chaotic offering coming down. The BKB is going to be popping. That's a good arena. That's going to be around on 3. Static Storm inside the arena as well, but Nicky Cool, Stormhammer hits 2. It hit Sphere. He's not got a lot of life. He's not got anywhere to go, and they will lose him and the Storm. This goes horribly for Runa, and that's going to be picking up a 3rd. That'll be a 4th till the end is gone, and Alberca the only one who can run away.
Yeah, the stun, like you said, from Sven was really good. The pipe from Timber as well, saving them. The BKB, of course, from Quap. And you know what? One little thing that's actually a really big thing. The Golem. It kind of broke Mars again. Like, he jumps in, BKBs, and he doesn't get that insta arena. Even though the arena was all right after the pipe is used, and the Sven is in a really good spot. You lied to me. You told me God Strength was used, but he had it still. I guess that was literally the last right click with the God Strength, by the way, that he got. And it was 2 hits because of the Echo Saber. Like 1 second later, and he's too late. He isn't bringing that damage. That's actually so clutch. It's crazy. This game, sometimes, you know, sometimes Gaben just likes you. I feel like he sets things up for you.
Sometimes it do be like that. God Strength is back up and available if they want to maybe follow the same approach and smoke and go. They're going to try and go for Alberca, but the Glimpse will send him back. You can follow all things Fissure Universe by putting an exclamation point F into the chat. If you follow us in the channel, you follow us on all social medias, get more updates on everything Fissure, and continue to get more information about the future events. Try for more. Moves back, but the chase is still on. Kinetic field is down. However, it's not going to matter. Timber chain right across, killing the disruptor, and it is God's strength and the damage on a storm. Nikki Cool just surviving.
Barely, but does live. Yeah, I hope that the same thing does not happen to Runa that happened in the last game. After losing 1 or 2 fights, it broke them. It took them like 5 minutes until they found their composure to find right fights again. I don't think this game is over. Even with 7k difference, it's really not that much considering what heroes they've got. Storm going for BKB, Gyro going for BKB. I don't think, like, BKBs are important, but this game, like, you gotta find a way to control the Sven. That's one thing. And it's not that easy. They have 0 BKB piercing abilities.
That's definitely the toughest spot.
Yeah,
BKB piercing.
Yeah, they'll have to find a way to kill him before he kills them, basically. And to do that, I know it sounds silly, but you need to find him first. He's the target to go on. There's the Shadow Demon though with the save, a Golem as well. It will not be easy.
Yeah, I don't think it will be. And it all seems like it's formulating the same way, but like you said, it could be one fight away from being closer. Alberca is going to be in trouble, and he is very dead.
Yeah, I feel like we're just witnessing a repeat from game 1. After the game goes kind of poorly for them, it just goes all the way, and they just started getting picked off one after another. Mars now dying very deep on the mid lane. Not sure why so deep, but yeah.
It should be theirs if nobody really looks to contest this. Nobody is. Gyro just continuing to farm here. Wave used, Static Storm comes down, Kinetic Field is there, they get the kill though on the Disruptor, Ball Lightning BKB, Disruption used. Now Chaotic offering, BKB was caught by Nisphere, gonna try and run in, they're gonna buy back here on the Disruptor. But what does he really have? Static Storm was already used, they get the kill on the sweep.
Arena.
He's gonna be off the mark, Squadix is able to leave, and now you're not really finding
maybe the Timber?
results on Runa. They're gonna try and get Timber. He's pretty tanky though, Timber chain across. The rest of the team has kind of left him, so he's just ultimately dead.
Yeah, they abandoned him. Pop. Morty?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, he needed one more. The creeps gave vision. Like, he got a bit unfortunate on Quap when it comes to the creep positioning, so it gave vision to Morty, but yeah, wasn't good. The Disruptor buyback generally, I think, was alright. Because of the glimpse on Timber. They needed it. Like, without the glimpse, you probably don't even get the Timber kill. So overall, you know, this fight alleviates the pain a little bit for Runa. They got a couple of nice kills. They fought when the God Strength was down. And I would say they came out on top with that rate. The problem is God Strength will be up now. And Sven will also have level 20.
Still working with an Aegis for the next 3 minutes too.
Yeah, Aegis and the Harpoon now completed. There's like two ways of dealing with the Sven. One is killing him off immediately, and the other one is trying to kite him for as long as possible. Harpoon is gonna make that difficult.
Call down. Maybe Harpoon.
I mean, yeah. What did you expect? Maybe they can catch him though.
Yeah, now he's got no BKB. This is fine. That's a good trade.
Good Aegis.
Just the Aegis BKB TP out, ball ending away, and that's going to be a dead Sven. But they want something more for the price. Can Sven catch up to anything? He does have Blink Dagger Harpoon, but everybody's going to be getting back towards the base.
Oh, Timber is going deep.
Even on the high ground, Timber really going for it. Sven's still back at the tier 2 tower. They go to the arena. It's going to be out of 2, but Alberta's going to be dead to the Sonic Wave. Nicky Kula now needs to leave. Sven still never came up forward with them either. He'd run out of God Strength and didn't want to chase that far.
Yeah, Timber is still just chilling. This hero is just fun. The trade was, what, 2 heroes for an Aegis? I don't think that was a very solid trade this time around.
Not at the end of the day, no.
The BKB is used in Sven, which is something, like a silver lining that you can... he's going in, never mind. Another kill, and another one.
Yeah, making both supports. Should be the tier 2 here as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I got that top tier 2, mid tier 2 is going to take a lot of damage, and one win just starting to separate themselves. Now lead.
When it comes to the itemization, one thing that I'm not really a big fan of is the BKB on Storm as the secondary item. I really think he needed to bring more firepower. Considering they have almost no catch, no reliable catch for Storm, I think he needed more.
What do you do now, down this much?
We're waiting for the Satanic on Gyro and one extra item that's gonna allow Storm to actually dish out some damage.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Hold on, but Gyro, he had such a kind of free opening of this game, and now it just doesn't feel like he has much availability at all. They're going to wrap around him, back inch, potentially Nesfear to start. Be forced to BKB, but I don't even know if he gets out on that one. And there got the one shot, and then looking for the kill. He just got the Satanic. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, he just had it, but no big ults as well used besides the GDS. Snap being a little bit too close. Sorry, Disruptor being a bit too close.
Just one shot him.
Yeah, he got cleaved. He died from the cleave. Gyro was being hit, which is kind of funny. Like, look at this. Yeah.
Gosh.
Unfortunate. Storm is in.
Vortex, Chaotic offering and the disruption.
Yeah, but a bit of a...
Both.
Yeah.
But they're gonna try get the glimpse and get this kill on a Kasane. We're not there just yet, but they've still got this Queen of Pain. They finally get the kill on Kasane. It cost them the BKB. They drop down the Static Storm, and Sven's gonna go in with the Harpoon. He gets the kill there onto the Disruptor again. Dip for 45 seconds to jump forward for Nicky Cool, and that will be a dead Storm Spirit. And with the Shadow Strike and the damage, do they have the Chakram for this? They're not gonna spot him. The Pyrocopter. Now they're gonna go Vortex. TP attempt out by this Queen of Pain, gets all the way back to base. So does the Timber. Sven's pushing mid, and Shadow Demon also gets out.
These BKB TPs out are illegal at this point. Like, they're just absolutely illegal. Nothing they can do about them. Maybe if Storm committed on the co-op, I feel like that was a kill. If they just blew her up with all the damage. Oh, that's a dieback.
That ain't it. That ain't it. Roche is up in a minute 20, so they're probably not going to end the game off that. But they have really solidified where they're at in this game. 14,000 net worth ahead.
It's just looking so much easier for them to execute. They're finding all the right targets. I feel like this Harpoon did some overtime for Sven. The opportunities were just given to him so many times in a row where he just shows up, uses Harpoon on one of the supports. Backliney supports, by the way. This Snap and Disruptor, I feel like they need to be playing way more in the back.
Man, Smoke, they don't have Storm. I don't really know if you could take this. God Strength on cooldown for 30, but that hasn't been stopping them.
There's a Hex.
Hex. The Arena, the damage, all of a sudden, all right, they lost Queen Team, but they're going to lose the Disruptor again. And this is going to be a dead Snap. They'll look for more. They'll fight this in the face of this Gyrocopter who's trying to man-fight this Sven, but it's not working out. The Spear connects. Still not enough for the Timber in his face. They get Nezsphere. He's gone for 75. 4 heroes are out of the game for the side of Runa. And they will now have the God Strength and the damage to kill this Mars. Full team wipe for 1 win.
It was a decent attempt with the Hex. The attempt was successful on Quap, but in the end, of course, it's not worth it. They couldn't just TP out, get out of the engagement. You are playing into a rock.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So yeah, in general, I think this might even be game. God's Strength is down for 50 more seconds, so maybe 1 win will be a bit more careful. We'll see this if discipline prevails or if they just push.
They don't really have to be, right? Like Queen of Pain when they're back with the Timber is enough damage to circumvent waiting on God Strength, it seems.
It definitely is. I mean, this Timber on his own, we'll see it probably in the post-match. He dealt as much damage as these other 2 cores. All 3 of them are damage-heavy heroes.
Radiant's top tower is a better. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
That was real good.
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant's top tower.
Back up for a moment. Roche is available. We'll see if they even want to go for that. Nicky Cool, he is working on the top lane. TP back home as that creep wave hits the tower.
Top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
Yeah, I think one item that we didn't really talk about way too much, that did kind of a lot of work in earlier teamfights, was a shard on Quap. Just because of the silence, Storm had a much rougher time than he usually would. And now, of course, there's Hex being purchased by Timber to seal the deal, you know. Earlier you needed some silences, now you get the Hex on Timber, and the Storm suddenly doesn't truly have a game anymore. Post BKB, that is, and his BKB is on 8 seconds, even though he bought it a long time ago. That's another, maybe, indicator that BKB might have been replaced first with something a bit more active.
It seems like the indicator. Runa Team, they are kind of hoping that somebody comes back. They just scanned, I believe, in their own base, as these heroes are not coming back. They're the ones who have to retreat all the way over, and they're just gonna God Strength and Cleave kill Disruptor.
Has buyback.
He does, but is that enough? Like, there's an Aegis here. It's going to be a fight from Nezsphere to try and get this. They've got the Vortex. Chaotic Offering comes in. They'll drop down the static. They'll take the Aegis. So there's no God Strength now as it comes back to life. But Hex hits on an Nezsphere. BKB. Sonic Wave. The chase is on for a second, but they'll start to retreat. They've got the Glimpse, and they'll disrupt to save him.
I love how they pinged to where the glimpse was gonna happen, because I wasn't sure if it's gonna get glimpsed after destruction or not as well. But yeah, it didn't. And Glimpse has some interesting interactions in the game. X. They did hold at least another glimpse.
Right in the face of Disruptor, he bought back, no buyback now. He'll be dead for 80. Cool. Can't make much happen.
Sven is just waiting. He's ticking down 15, 14. He's gonna go in regardless.
Doesn't care.
There's no buyback on Storm. Yeah, God's Strength is up on Sven.
I'll just pop it. Try to run at him. Really can't. It's Mega Creeps. They've got it banner over mid. They will go for the gyro, who will pop the satanic. A Stormhammer double shot. That's a kill on an Sphere. No buyback. That should be the game. And it will be a good game. Well played, called by Alberca as they get the 2-0 here for 1-1.
Yeah, Runa Team, yesterday they had, I mean, the last couple of days they had a really good run, ending it with 4 wins and 0